Well, thank you for joining me this afternoon. We are definitely feeling closer to midsummer in terms of temperatures and dew points all the way into the mid-60s for those throughout the course of the day. But that is also kicking off a couple of thunderstorms, and all this weekend looks to have those potentials for Saturday and into Sunday as well. Sunday, the good news is we're mostly going to see it during the morning hours, lesser so in the afternoon. In fact, the afternoon of Sunday is looking to be mostly showers in association. But for Saturday, here was the initial congestion. During the early portion of the day, we had a couple of light showers work their way on through, including a couple of little rumbles as we look just to the east of Brookings and Canby. And then later in the afternoon, just north of Ortonville, there was actually a radar-indicated rotation in the clouds, and they issued a tornado warning for that region as well. As these systems continue to flare between the Dakota and Minnesota border throughout Saturday afternoon and evening. A broader picture offers the idea that there is a large-scale system that's slowly spinning its way up to the north and taking all this moisture and energy up with it. And what we're going to expect is more congestion building right along the Minnesota-South Dakota border down into the Nebraska-Iowa border. And that's at least going to lift up and to the northeast. So for the most part, we're not really watching for too much development through the course of the night. It's not until the overnight hours into tomorrow morning that we're really going to see it. So far, rain totals are coming in right around up to that third of an inch at Brookings. Other places a little bit on the lighter side. In fact, Watertown hardly seeing any rain at all, only 0.05 of an inch as we look at that. High temperatures, these are really the instigators for these storms that are working their way up through our region. Pushing 80 degrees in most locations, including Yankton at 81 degrees for a high temperature today. And dew points were definitely up there as well into those lower 60s. Now in terms of futurecast, we had this initial low pressure system lift through, and now we're going to have a secondary one that lifts up to the north with an associated warm front, and that's going to kick off more precipitation in our general region. In fact, once again, tomorrow morning has the best chance for a couple of thunderstorms to lift through our general region into the afternoon on Sunday and evening. We're actually looking to stay fairly calm, but you'll notice into Monday morning that there's a little bit of cooler temperatures filtering in, and north central South Dakota is looking at the potential for temperatures going into that below freezing, and again for Tuesday morning as well, as cold air keeps filtering on down. Once again, best chance for precipitation is going to be Sunday during the AM hours as a couple of thunderstorms work their way on through. Not expecting anything severe with these, but we can't rule out the chance for some heavier downpours and potentially small hail in association with it. So don't be shocked if that does happen, but overall not expecting anything too severe with that. Winds as well will be responding to this low pressure system, and there you can see that spin right there. On the backside, the winds will definitely be kicking up out of the west, upwards of gusts of 40 miles an hour, trending then out of the northwest still with those gusts sticking around over these next couple of days. The system has a lot of energy with it, and that's definitely making the winds ramp up in association with it. All right, 49, 59 degrees is going to be the low. There will be areas of rain, but for the most part, we're not really watching for anything, not until tomorrow during the AM hours. And that's going to kick off a couple of thunderstorms as well. But for the afternoon, we're really watching for a relatively drier afternoon, but a couple of rain showers will be working on the backside of this system. 68 degrees is going to be the high temperature. As we plan ahead throughout the course of the week, Monday, a couple of lingering showers are potential there. Tuesday morning, you're noticing that low temperature, 32 degrees. And that definitely is going to be a concern, especially for our growers out there, as that does have the potential of causing frost over the general region. The good news is at least the temperatures start to slowly trend back upwards as we look through the course of the week and into this next weekend. We do have the potential for seeing temperatures get into that 64 degree range. So all in all, this weekend we are mainly watching for Sunday morning, a couple of thunderstorms to work their way on through, and that's going to offer a couple rumbles, potentially some heavier downpours, and some light hail in association. All right, I'm meteorologist Colin Raskovich with your Watertown Weather Watch forecast. Thank you much for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.